Well, hello and good evening. So, this is going to be probably a very interesting Facebook Live because I'm going to do most of the talking. So, you guys have to deal with me. And it'll probably be a lot quicker because I'm not, well, I don't know how to say this. I'm not, I do talk more than Jimmy, but not during our Facebook Lives. I let him do most of the talking because he's so much better at it than I am. I get kind of like, I don't know, the camera turns on and I get all like scared. I don't know. Anyway, so bear with us. Poor Jimmy tested positive for COVID, so he's not feeling well. But
we're recovering. I hope. Right now we can't can't let the Visalia times Delta have anything to run a hit piece about. So anyway, working through it. It's just been a struggle the last few days. So I won't be saying a whole lot here tonight.
He's just here to make sure my wording is correct. Because a lot of times I word things and I'm like, that wording wasn't, as precise as it should be. And, sometimes the wording is actually really important. So I'm going to look and see who's on here tonight because I saw, let me see, Paul Belt. Hi, Paul. Lori Messia. Hi, Lori. Lori, I've been seeing Lori post like photos all over social media with her wearing her unmasked Tulare County hat. It's awesome. I love it. Rachel Yvonne Lewis. Hi, Rachel. John Cannon. And Paul. I know I am camera shy, but I don't know why. Like, it's just weird. And then Crystal Reynolds. So
looks like we have somebody on YouTube that goes by the handle Lil Red Kitty. So I'm not sure who that is, but welcome.
I feel like I know who that is, but I can't think of who it is. Anyways,
it's a good alias.
But whoever that is, if you want to let us know. So anyways, okay. So we're going to try and make this short because, who did I forget? Oh, Ashley Ross. Hi, Ashley. Thank you so much for actually reaching out to Daryl. He contacted me and I spoke to him for a little while and we're going to give an update on.
You forgot Joseph.
Did I forget Joseph? I'm sorry, Joseph, if I forgot you.
So.
And Tracy. Hi, Tracy. So anyways, first thing I want to announce is the video. I don't know if all of you guys had a chance to see the video at the very beginning of our live, but Paul Belt was the one that just uploaded that and posted it on our website. I think it was a few days ago and I must not have caught it. But when I first watched it, it brought tears to my eyes because it was so moving. It was like, this is what we need to do. Like, to see those kids I'm going to get all like choked up, you guys, to see those kids take those masks off their face and to see their smiles was like the most beautiful thing I think I've ever seen. Like, and just to share like a little something with you guys, I'm really big on smiles. Like, smiles are my thing. I've spent kind of a lot of money on my smile.
Oh, it's Pamela.
Oh, Pamela Silva.
Okay,
hi,
yes.
Pam. So, so to see that was really moving, and it reminded me of why we're fighting, and what this is all about, So we got to keep up with our momentum. We're through the holidays, and now it's a new year, and we're going to keep reminding these school districts that we haven't forgotten, So anyways.
One thing that I've was going to say is that, this year, if you guys have been following us for any period of time, you know that, we're Christians, we're believers. We believe in, we believe a lot in the prophetic as well. And, pay attention to a lot of prophets and people who are prophetic that way. And one of the things I've constantly been hearing as we go into 2022 is that, a lot of people are seeing things like shoes, feet, and I've been hearing things about, this being the year of, boots on the ground,
Mhm.
basically people marching, and it's the year for action. And, it's kind of like the time for build up, and the time for, you know preparation, and the time for all that kind of stuff is behind us, and now this is the year of action. And so, I've been taking that to heart, and it's been actually really encouraging to me, because as I've heard these different things going into the year, into this new year, I'm just like, man, it's almost like it's been confirmation that, the direction that we've gone, and the place where we are right now is the right place.
Mhm.
And I'm grateful for that. And we've said since the beginning, like, I don't want to move and do anything that God hasn't said it's time to do, or God hasn't said, go and do that thing. Because I'm not about trying to bend God to my will. I'm about bending us to his will, right? That's
Yeah.
that's where the blessing is. And so, just keeping our eyes on him and saying, okay, what's the timing? What are we doing? Are we in the right place? And I feel strongly that we are. So I'm excited about what's coming up, not just in the next year, but in the next month, in the next, 2 months, and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really good. But anyway, so back to the video. Thank you so much, Paul, for doing that. It was kind of like a fresh reminder of why we are all doing what we're doing, and to keep doing what we're doing. Um, Anyways, so this last week, um, or on Monday, excuse me, we went up to Sacramento, and there were about 60 or so, 50, 60
Yeah, I think it was about 60 to 70,
that
counting the people who drove themselves.
oh yeah, that's true, because there were some. So we ended up taking two buses up, and then some people drove separately and met us up there. And from Tulare County, of course. Then statewide, I would say there was what, 2 to 3 thousand total
Yeah.
that were there.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was a phenomenal turnout. It was cold. Thankfully, it didn't rain, so that made it a little more bearable. Um, but the trip was fantastic. I'm really glad that we made the trip up there. I think that it was really informational. We got a lot of information. We made some contacts and have some resources. So I think that's good. That's a step in the right direction.
Hmm.
I would venture to say that we had the largest group out of everybody that was there. But that's pretty easy for me to say, because a lot of us had our swag on, like our unmasked Tulare County stuff on. So we kind of stood out because we were all matching pretty much,
Right.
which was actually really cool, because they knew we were all together and we were all, of one accord. So that was really cool. Paul Belt has actually already uploaded several pictures on
Our website.
our website. Thank you. So if you guys want to check those out, those are on there. And I believe there was a gentleman that was added to the group that was also there, and there's some pictures on Facebook too. And he got some really, really good pictures too. So if you guys want to check that out, you can do that.
Yeah, and one of the positive things to me was some of the contacts that were made.
Mhm.
And so we were able to, make contact with some school board members who are from different places around the state, who have, like one of the ladies from, where was it? Anyway, it doesn't matter. One of the ladies from a school board that has already passed a resolution saying that they're not going to enforce any of the mandates that come down from Sacramento. We were able to meet her, get contact information, get some info about uh, how it is they got to where they were going, and and really good. Also met an attorney who's been working with several different groups of parents from other districts, some as local as Clovis, where she's got a kind of an interesting approach going after the insurance policies of school districts. And so basically the point being, all these administrators are saying, oh, there's risk, there's liability if we don't do all this stuff. Well, when we're trying to tender claims for damages when you do implement these things.
Mhm.
And so she's got a way of putting together these claims for damages that go against the insurance of the school districts. And if any of you have ever had insurance, you know that the number of claims and the value of those claims can eventually make you almost uninsurable. And so, it kind of puts them into a corner where they have to start paying attention to what we're talking about, because it becomes more than just words when we start filing claims against their insurance. So anyway, there's going to be a meeting this week. I know Paul Belt had communicated with this attorney after we came back, and so there's going to be some more information coming this week on that. So anyway, I'm more excited than I probably look or sound, but I'm trying.
Well, you look good.
Thank you.
Okay, one reason why I felt like it was really important for us to do our Facebook Live tonight is because there are actually a lot of school board meetings this upcoming week, and we want to get word out so that people can make plans to hopefully attend. Even if you have children, or even if you don't have, children or grandchildren that go to that school district, if you would still like to attend, you can still go and attend. We've attended board meetings to the schools that our kids don't attend. But anyways, we need to stick together, because there's times when, we might not be able to go, but we need people to fill in for us. So yeah, that's correct, Crystal. I was getting to it. You beat me to it. So just to go over school board meetings this week, Valley Life Charter in Visalia has a school board meeting that is tomorrow at 5:30, and the address is, which I'll type it in the comments, is 3737 West Walnut. And again, that's for Valley Life Charter. Are you typing it?
Sure.
Okay, Jimmy's going to type it. I spoke to a gentleman that's in our group earlier this evening, and I think he kind of has a small group of parents and grandparents that are kind of rallying together that will hopefully be able to attend tomorrow and speak. I don't know if there's anything on the agenda that is like COVID specific, but after speaking to him, he wants to just bring information to the board and just kind of educate them and give them resources as to just different information that's out there, but that's being censored pretty much. So that's the first one. On Tuesday, Visalia Unified has their board meeting at 7:00. That should be interesting. It is usually never a dull moment with Visalia Unified. So maybe bring your popcorn. I don't know. Maybe not really. They might not let you eat popcorn in there. I don't know. On Wednesday, Exeter is having their, so before I go on, yes, Crystal addressed the address for the Visalia Unified board meeting, and that is at 5000 West Cypress. Obviously in Visalia. Joseph, are any sheep going to let VUSD force masks on Tuesday? Sorry, I just read Joseph's other comment. It said, bring your popcorn. I have no script. I don't know if Visalia Unified is going to try to enforce that or not. It's public property, right? I mean, you have the right to be there. So I don't know. Hang on real quick. Can you talk for a second? I'm going to close this door.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they try to enforce that or not. I know one of the last Tulare High School board meetings we went to, we were basically ready for that showdown, kind of ready to get walked out by the police if necessary, but they never said anything, and that was the first time that they didn't try to hassle us into wearing masks. So,
although I think that situation kind of worked in our favor because they were also like acknowledging like students, and we walked in.
well, we walked in late.
I think we walked in kind of late, so I don't know if maybe the superintendent was out there like ready to meet us and we never showed up, and then we walked in, but somehow we were able to sneak in without masks on.
Lori said they put it on the agenda about the mask requirement. So yeah, I guess we'll see.
For the new, okay, yeah. And then Darla commented that, hang on. Yeah, on VUSD has the mask requirement on the agenda. Yeah, and they are Darla said they are enforcing the masks per the district office. So, however you guys decide you want to handle that, I think is up to you.
Sure.
You know, I'm not going to tell you what to and to not do.
I would just say, like, if you're gonna go and especially if you're gonna rock the unmasked Tulare County gear, like, represent well. You know, it's not a good look for any of us to get dragged out kicking and screaming in handcuffs. So, you know, if you want to get thrown out and taken out, you know, that's fine, but, you know, be respectful about it.
Yeah.
There's a way to disagree, and there's a way to my brain's a little foggy, but there's a way. You don't have to get into dishonor.
You don't
I
have
guess
to
is what I'm talking about,
or be belligerent or anything like that.
Yeah.
So no, I agree. We talked about Visalia Unified. Exeter has their board meeting. That one is on Wednesday at 5:00. Let me get the address. I believe I have it right here. The address is 215 North Crespi Avenue.
I'll type it. You can go ahead.
Okay. So, and that meeting starts at 5:00. It sounds like Casey Swift and like James McMurtry and our Exeter group have some fun stuff that they're going to be serving up on Wednesday.
What time on that?
At 5:00. So that one should be interesting. I know that they're trying to rally as many people as they can get to attend that meeting because that one is a really important meeting. You said that they're serving notices, right? From your understanding?
Yes.
So that one should be good too. Let's see. Now, then on Thursday, Porterville Unified is having their board meeting, and that is so Thursday the 13th at 4:30. I don't have the address.
I don't either. I don't remember what it is. We have to look it up. But anyway, yeah.
Was there something you wanted to say?
No.
Okay. You look like you want to say something.
No, I don't.
Okay. So anyways, that's another important board meeting to attend if you're able to. So yeah, we have 4 board meetings this week, that I believe are all, really important, that we continue to let them know that we're serious, that, change needs to, we need to start seeing some change, or, then we need to, I guess, maybe pursue other things if they're not going to represent us. Anyways,
One thing I'll say about board meetings, just in general, is if you want anything done from board members, the best chance that you have is to have a specific ask, meaning that, like, if we go in and we, throw out statistics, or we read, articles, or we talk to them about, how we feel about different things and all that, but we don't have a specific request or a specific demand, then they're going to kind of stare at you and smile and all of that kind of stuff. But there's no action that's going to be taken. And so what we've learned is that you have to have a specific ask, a specific demand. So whether that's, we want you to pass a resolution that, says you will not comply with X, Y, and Z. I actually have a resolution. I've just kind of gotten it back from the people I asked to review it. And I was hoping to have it out by the time this live went up, but I just haven't had the energy to work on it. But it's pretty much ready, and it's a combination of different resolutions that have already been passed, and then I threw a few things in of my own on that. But it's basically saying that, we're not going to we're going to respect the choice of our staff. We're going to respect the choice of our parents, and allow them to make those medical decisions for themselves, instead of trying to mandate something that's constantly changing coming down from Sacramento. And I mean, on the one hand, I was thinking about this last week, and I'm like, man, everything is changing so rapidly when it comes, like, CDC just shoots out a 5-day quarantine recommendation. The OSHA stuff, there's a difference between quarantine rules for teachers versus students now. Like, it's just a nightmare, and it's constantly evolving, and it'll probably change again next week. And so, I feel like if there's a I feel like if there's a time where some of these administrators might just be like, oh my gosh, we can't keep up with all of it. If we could get a resolution passed that says, look, we're just going to honor the will of the parents and the will of the staff, like, they might kind of go for it if we argue it properly. So, it's just one of the tools in the bucket. I'm not saying that's the only one. I'm just saying that's one thing. That's a specific ask, that could come in handy. So if anybody wants a copy of that resolution, you can let me know.
I think a lot of school board members, not all of them, I'm not speaking, for all of them. I'm trying to think of how to word this. I think a lot of them are, they're scared. And I think a lot of them are getting bad advice.
Yeah.
And they're allowing that to, like, dictate the decisions that they make. So, I think that those who, are believers, it's like we need to pray against that spirit of fear. Like, enough is enough already. Like, this is just insane.
Yeah, the unfortunate part is that, just like in a lot of places, the advice that's given by legal counsel, the advice that's given by, the insurance companies are based on fear.
Yeah.
It's all based on fear. And so they're going to tell them, well, don't do this because this could possibly happen. There's no regard for whether the right or wrong thing is. It's just a regard for, what the least fearful thing might be. That's actually one of the things I'm excited about, the idea of being able to tender claims against the insurance companies, because, that could show people that, it's not just a risk. It's not a one-way risk. there's a risk everywhere. When it comes to implementing these mandates, there's risk because we have just as much of a claim on that as anybody else does.
Oh, absolutely. Everything is a risk. I mean, life is a risk. You get in your car to go to work in the morning, and there's risk involved. I mean, it's life. It is what it is. And I don't want that to sound like I'm not being sincere in what I say, but anyways. All right, let's move on to the next thing. Oh yeah, Kelly, real quick, I'm going to go back through the comments. And well, really quick, Lori, yes, you do represent unmasked Tulare County very well. Always. You always have. So COVID money is tied to muzzles, testing, and shots. Yeah. Ask districts to decline the COVID money. It's blood money. Yeah, no, I agree. Okay, I met Senator Shannon Grove Saturday. She is fighting to end the state of emergency. She is also supporting school districts declining money. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that. That's good. So moving on to the next thing, a friend of mine, Frankie Miller, is going to be offering a class. Let me pull up the information real quick. I have it. For high schoolers. Now, those who have kids that attend school, this is probably going to be hard for your kid to attend this class if you're interested in it, because the time is from 11 to noon. But if you, if you homeschool or whatever the case may be, if you're interested, Frankie Miller is going to be teaching, or they're going to be doing like my goodness, let me try this a third time. They're going to be reading the book 1984 by George Orwell. So it's just going to be a read, discuss, and study from 11 to noon. And it's going to be on Tuesdays. And it's going to start January 18th. So that's not this Tuesday. That's the following Tuesday. If you're interested in like signing your high schooler up for that class, just either contact myself and I can get you in contact with Frankie, or Frankie's also in this group, and you can you can reach out to her and do make arrangements that way. The cost is donation per class as desired, is what it says on here. So anyways, I've taken 2 of Frankie's classes in the past. It wasn't this specific class. They were other classes that she offered, and they were phenomenal. And I just adore Frankie. I think she is a wealth of knowledge. So I actually asked her if I could take the class I'm like, my kid can't go, but can I can I go to the class? Because I want to take the class. So anyways, so we'll see. Maybe I'll take it by myself if she'll let me. And then she's not sure when, but she's also going to be offering an animal farm class for junior hires as well. The date for that class is to be determined. She doesn't have like a date and a time yet for that one. So
that's the book Animal Farm, right?
Is there a book called Animal Farm?
I don't think she's teaching them how to farm animals.
This is Tulare. I didn't know there was a book called Animal Farm. I'm telling you, Frankie's a wealth of knowledge. Maybe I'll take that class too if she'll let me. I'm going to take all of Frankie's classes. Anyways, but Frankie, just to give you guys a little side information, Frankie and I met through the Devin Nunes campaign. We worked the Devin Nunes campaign during the last election. And so that's how we met, and instantly became friends. And she, like I said, she is just so smart, so knowledgeable. And And she's also a wealth of information as far as homeschooling. So if you are new to homeschooling, or if you are like thinking about pulling your kids out of school and doing the homeschool route, I would encourage you to reach out to her, because she really knows what she's doing. So now I'm really on my own on this, guy. So help me, bear with me. Okay, so that's Frankie. That's what, and then my phone. So just to give you guys a little heads up. So this is kind of funny. So Facebook got mad at me because I posted something that was inappropriate, or not inappropriate, but that, they didn't like or whatever. So I'm actually not allowed to do Facebook Lives for like, I don't know, for like a month or something. So thankfully we're still able to do it on Jimmy's or whatever. Are you back? He's back, guys. Let me see, who is that? Who is
Corey on YouTube?
Is that Corey?
No, it just says Corey.
Sorry, guys, we're just reading comments. Anyways, so moving on. Next is the Fix California Education Initiative, right? Initiative that we need to start getting signatures on the petition to have it put on the ballot. Did I word that right?
Yeah, it's
We need your signatures, guys. Okay.
We're gonna be needing your signatures for a lot of things, here pretty soon.
So just get like a signature stamp and just,
Yes. No, the Fix California Education is it's one of the school choice initiatives that's out there collecting signatures to get onto the ballot for November. And I think it's an important thing. This is also one of the contacts that we made up in Sacramento. I think it's important. I think it's really important, actually, because this is something that would put pressure on school districts, because it would allow for school choice, and basically it would allow parents to have $13,000 a year to put their kids wherever they wanted in school, and it would take away the monopoly, basically, that public schools have on the fact you live here, so you have to go to the school, and there's nothing you can do about it. So anytime that there's choice, excuse me, anytime that there are options, like in business, we always say that that competition is always a good thing for everybody, because it keeps everybody honest. And the problem is we haven't had any competition when it comes to the schools, and so they can run things they're like the DMV. They can be as crappy as they want to, and you don't have a choice.
Yeah,
so
like
and that's not to say all of our schools are crappy, but they make bad decisions, especially when it comes to this kind of stuff. Like they have to know that there would be other options. And so, there are two of these initiatives out there collecting signatures. I don't have the energy right now to explain why I picked this one, and you may feel differently, but I do have my reasons. I'll try to go over it in the next, once I feel better. But
now, can people sign both?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And they should. I think they should.
Let's
try to make sure at least one of them qualifies. There has to be 1 million signatures, just under 1 million.
Yeah, 997,000 signatures needed by April 26th, you said?
Yeah.
So we need to get busy. And yes, was it yesterday or the day before that or something? I picked up, you don't need to move. Who's that, Joseph? Joseph, you're so sweet. I picked up 2 boxes of petitions. I met somebody, and so that stuff. Oh, Darla, yes, I met somebody here locally. Like they were passing through, and so I met them, and I was able to pick them up. So now is the time to get those out and get signatures. If people want to, make arrangements to pick some up or whatever, we need to start working on getting signatures. I want to backtrack really quick. So Corey that's on here said that we have not met him, but
It's not going to show up there.
Oh yeah, that's right, because he's on YouTube. Sorry. But anyways, welcome, Corey, to Unmasked Tulare County. I'm glad that you've joined us. Hopefully in the future we'll meet. I'm sure we'll probably see each other somewhere.
Sure, our paths will cross for sure.
Yeah. So if you see us out in public or something, say hi. I guess somebody saw me at Costco and he posted later that he saw me. And I was like, how come you didn't say something? But I think it was in passing and it seemed like it was so fast. But I do remember making eye contact because we were probably one of the very few that were in Costco without a mask on. Because Costco's starting to get kind of strict again with their mask policy. So.
Yeah, John commented, school choice will hurt the CTA. It'll weed out bad schools, bad superintendents, and bad teachers. It'll put power back in the hands of parents and children, which is exactly right. And, there's a lot of factors into how we've gotten here. The CTA is the teachers union, for those who may not know. They pull the strings. I don't know how many of you have seen what's going on in Chicago right now, for example, but the Chicago Teachers Union has basically said, we're not going to put our teachers back in school until, they're basically they're demanding that it goes back to online school, and they want to do Zoom school again. And they've been trying to negotiate this out and figure out, what they can do. But the mayor of Chicago, Lori Lightfoot, if you know anything about her, she's no conservative, that's for darn sure. But she's taken a conservative position. She's fighting the teachers union and saying stuff like it's foolish.
Good for her
to not follow the science and keep these kids back in school where they belong. And she's like, we've spent hundreds of millions of dollars outfitting these schools so that they could stay in school, and why aren't we doing that? So the unions are pulling the strings in a lot of places, and I forget where it was. I think it was Sacramento.
You think it was Sacramento?
I think it was Sacramento no, it was San Francisco maybe, that was trying to do the same thing. And so we're starting to see that in more and more places, and it's the unions that are giving them issues.
Now, let me see if I can find it, because I'm kind of interested to listen to this. I don't know if you guys are aware, but Jonathan Zackerson, who is the founder of Reopen California Schools, is going to be doing I believe it's a Facebook Live on Tuesday. This Tuesday. It was supposed to be tomorrow, but he had to reschedule it, I think, for Tuesday at 7. Yes, right here. And it says Reopen California Tuesday, January 11th at 7:00. Why schools can't legally close and get paid. I'm kind of intrigued by the event. I'm pretty sure I shared it in the group, but if you guys want, I can send that again. Jonathan Zackerson was also in Sacramento on Monday, and then just recently announced that he's running to fill Kevin Kiley's seat. No.
Go ahead and just keep going.
I'm trying to think of who's running for Congress.
Kevin Kiley is
going
to be leaving the California Assembly, and he's going to run for the National Assembly.
Thank you.
So Zackerson's trying to run for California.
Thank you. See, you guys, This is why I need you guys. Let me get back where I need to be. So, anyways, Jonathan Zackerson is doing like a Facebook Live on Tuesday. So if anyone is interested in that, I think that's actually going to be probably pretty informational. He seems like he's extremely smart and well knowledgeable in everything that's going on. I plan on hopefully being able to listen in on that and stuff like that. Yes, there was a law last June that said no more distance learning. Schools tried to go around it by asking for voluntary independent studies. Yeah, see, in my personal opinion, I feel like they just kind of make up their own rules anyway. So I don't know that they really care what the law is. So we'll see.
No, they don't. And what
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but I did.
allowed to say it. The rub on that is that I think it was AB 186 that was just passed. Basically says that schools have to stay open in order to receive the money that they're getting, and so there's some question as to if some of these school districts or principals or whatever, if they close the schools, are they even going to be able to collect that funding? Which hopefully the answer would be no. But that's how that.
But there's
that's
something,
how that was written.
Yeah, but they can also apply for a it's not a grant, but it's a do you know what I'm talking about?
Some kind of waiver or something.
Yeah, that basically says, well, we had to close because we utilized all of our resources and we had to close because we didn't have enough staff or whatever. So to me, it sounds like they can just make an excuse and get covered. I mean, I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. That's my opinion, which is neither here nor there. But anyways, do you have anything else you want to say?
No.
Did you get that taken care of?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to sign off? Do you want to tell everyone bye?
Bye, everyone.
Poor guy. He's a man of few words.
She made me do it. I wasn't going to do this tonight. So
he said,
I love you guys.
I
do. I really do. That's the only reason I'm here, because I feel like crap. So
okay.
I'm signing off and leaving.
Okay. Well, he said that he's not. He was like, no, I don't think we should do a Facebook Live tonight. And I said, there's so many board meetings this week. We really need to get word out and encourage people to go. So I said, we need to encourage, we need to let people know the board meetings and encourage people to attend board meetings and stuff like that. Because if he's not feeling well, he's not going to be attending. And, so anyways, so I don't even know if I know how to end this stream, you guys. So anyways, I'm going to move over. And I think that's about all we really need to talk about. I don't see any other comments on here about I just see a lot of comments about saying, I hope Jimmy feels better. Yeah, you guys, if you could keep him in your prayers. Poor guy. That cough is like really terrible. But I think we really, for the most part, for kind of throwing a live stream together, I think we got at least a little bit of information to you guys. So thank you for bearing with us tonight. And yeah, if you guys could keep him in your prayers, we'd greatly appreciate it. And I think that's it. So signing off. Bye, you guys.